Hi guys, are you tired of your foundation looking too matte, dry, lifeless? But on the other hand, some of you may be tired of your foundation looking too dewy or oily or shiny. I think in 2025 we will be moving more towards a natural glow, a luminous look, something that isn't dewy, something that isn't matte. But what do you do if you're like me and most of the foundations in your collection are matte? How can you bring some life, some pow, just some glow naturally without looking shiny or oily to your face? I suggest this. If you want to see, stay tuned. Okay, like I said, I mostly have matte foundations in my collection with a few exceptions. I'd say my Dior Forever Skin, it's called Forever Skin Glow. So there's a little bit of luminosity to this foundation. So if you have this, I think you will be okay. Also, I have two stick foundations, Tom Ford and again Dior. And I think you will get a finish that is more satin-like with those foundations. Now, if you have a powder foundation, it may come looking a little more dry on the skin. And definitely if you have matte foundations, you're going to get that matte look, especially if you use a matte face primer like I do. So what I suggest you do, put on your primer. So let's do that now. Let's just get our primer. We oily girls know where it is that we have excessive oil, our T-zone, and we know the areas where our pores tend to be enlarged. T-zone around the nose, and even on the cheeks and chin. I guess you could still consider that the T-zone. I would. And there you have it. What I suggest you do is take some type of luminous glow product. I have here the Juvia's Place. I'll leave the name down in the description box. But this has sheen to it, luminosity to it, and I think you only need a little bit, just in areas to bring life, a little bit of luminosity, a little glow to the face. I would say stay away from areas where you have enlarged pores, but just try to bring a little bit of luminosity to maybe the high points of your face, like right here. And we don't want much to start. Can you see that even? You can go here, but I have large pores here as well. And you can put some up here for luminosity. You can do it almost like underpainting before you put on your foundation, or you can do it after your foundation, or you can do a combination of both. I choose to do a combination of both. So I'm going to stop with the luminosity right here, pat it in, because a little goes a long way, which I have found out. And you can see it doesn't always blend in perfectly. I guess it depends on which luminosity you use on your skin. So I'm going to go in with my foundation of choice, and I have Clinique Stay Matte Oil-Free Makeup. Us oily girls swear by oil-free makeup. I mean, sometimes we step outside the box and try something new, and that's how come I have some of these other products. And they're not too bad, but you have to kind of decide when you're going to use them. Like, I wouldn't use these foundations in the summer. The ones I spoke of being like luminous or glowing. No, I wouldn't do that in the summer. Nor would I use my stick foundations in the summer. I would definitely use my matte foundations in the summer. Spring sometimes as well. But during the winter, when you're using your matte foundations, if that's all you have, or if that's what you want to use because you like the coverage, whatever the case, you can use a little bit of luminosity underneath the foundation, call it underpainting or whatever you like, and bring a little glow, a little luminosity, a little bit of a satin finish or just a little light so that your skin does not look so tired, so dry. So I think that's the way to go. Now I'm going to stay away from here right now because I don't want to spread that all around my face. Now that's about all the foundation I want on right now because I'm going to go in with a concealer. And I have two here that are in my collection right now that I'm using. Shop my stash here. I'm going to go in under the eyes with it. A little bit over that that luminous product that we put there, but it's going to sit a minute, so it's not going to matter. Okay, I think my concealer has sat long enough. I am not going to go into the areas that I highlighted right now. I'm first going to go in under the eyes as much as possible and on the bridge of the nose. And I'm just tapping that in around the mouth because I do not want to spread that luminosity everywhere yet. It can get out of hand. Okay, now I'm ready to get that luminous area blended in with the rest of the face. So I'm just going to go there on the high points of the cheek where I put it and blend it in. And yes, I see that natural little glow there. So if you have enlarged pores, textured skin, you know, you don't want a luminous look all over your face. You want to pick and choose where you want to have a little glow. And I say that's one place, maybe here and here. And don't forget, you can always go back in after your foundation and apply a little glow or luminous product to your face. And now I will take that same brush and I will bring a little bit of luminosity to my forehead, center of my nose, above my lip on the Cupid's bow, and on the chin. This way I'm not getting excessive amounts of luminosity to these areas because as an oily girl, I know this could go south real fast. But I feel like this gives a little brightness to my skin, and my skin is not so flat, especially as I go into using my blush and things like that, and then I spray my face or whatever. I think this will add some glow without it being too much. And then I can still go in with a powder highlighter if I chose to. But this gives my overall skin a little bit of brightness. It doesn't look flat. It doesn't look matte. Not totally, but it does have some luminosity to me. Okay guys, this is the finished result. I've used the Juvia's Place Luminous highlighter, I guess, under my foundation, and I've used it over top of my foundation, just a little each time to give my skin a little bit of luminosity. It doesn't look oily, it doesn't look matte or dry, it just looks like skin. And I can go more in depth with bringing more of a silky like or natural glow to my skin when I add additional highlighter, blush, or whatever. But this is the look I got just doing that method of slight bit of underpainting and actually using it over top of my foundation as well. Well, I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you learned something from this, or you remember now to try this method if you haven't for a while. I think it's a good one to use for us oily skin girls, and I see a little luminosity there, keeping it out of our pores, keeping it out of the T-zone. It's perfect. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. I love you for being here. I'll see you next time.